just because you're hearing it now, but when the book is closed, that's what it's talking about. Don't come near any of them that have the mark. He said, and begin at my sanctuary. Begin with the children of Israel. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. They're going to begin at the ancient ones. A lot of these ones been in the truth for a minute. That's wicked as hell. He's going to get you first. Because you, when the book is closed, you ain't acting right. But those that's going to come in, that's ancient. That's not acting right. You're going to get them. Going to start there. Going to work his way down. All the way to the little children. As it is written. So where you going to be at? You got a choice. That's why I'm trying to warn you. You know, if you're going to be as the devils in 1 Corinthians 10 and 20, say whatever. If you fit the category, it's you, it's you. At any day, any time, if it's you, it's you. You got to deal with it. 1 Corinthians 10 and 20. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, these other nations, see which ones that he says are nothing but be like unto spittle, they sacrifice the devils, and not to the Most High. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. Come on, man. How you gonna deal with that? Hold that. Psalm 96 and 5. Psalm 96 and 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols. So here we are. Most I said, don't call on these gods. You don't let it come out of your mouth and say, for all the gods of the nations are idols. But the Most High made the heavens. And the Mashiach Yahushai. So all the gods of the nations are idols. We deal with idolatry. So that's what he said, y'all shall have no other idol before him. So when you deal with these other nations, a lot of times you're dealing with idolatry, because eventually they're going to bring it out. If they don't know the truth, and I'm not talking about just these other nations outside from Israel. I'm talking about Israelites that are heathens. They're the heathens too, because they've been Edomanized and they think just like the world. They've been programmed to think like the world. Like everybody in the world think the same way, think wrong. Or else they would come against what it is that the Most High is saying here in these scriptures. Precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line upon line, here a little, there a little. Don't come up with no one scripture and say this is it. We get understanding through the scriptures, through the precepts. No matter what subject it is, got to go through the precepts. That's what it says. 1 Corinthians 10 and 20. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils, and not to the Most High. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. You cannot drink the cup of the Most High and the cup of devils. You cannot be partakers of the Most High's table. You cannot be partakers of a Mashiach Yahushua table and of the table of devils. You're going to choose either one. You got to choose one of the other people. Which one you going to choose? It's real. As real as real as real can be. Understand this for yourself, you know. Like I said, you got a choice to choose life or death. Life or death, people. That's it. It's nothing else. 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. It says, if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them which are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not. So the God of this world is the God that's mainly allowing everybody to follow their own personal God. I bet you they ain't doing it in these other countries like they do in America. Bet you ain't going over there to other countries and, I mean, you already got wars between those that believe in, that are Muslims and Christians. In a lot of these places. We ain't bringing that over in some of these countries like you have. Brothers ain't street teaching over in Egypt and over in different places outside of America. I'll say street teaching in Jamaica because I was there doing it. Haiti. They ain't doing it over in some parts of Europe and Africa and different places. They ain't out there street teaching. Shoot. It's not allowed. You know, so a lot of times I was looking at how they squeeze everybody in the trains in China, where the officers outside pushing people like sardines, just pushing them into the train, and the doors can shut in there like just smashed in, just like this. Everybody just like this, smashed it. Whoever's at the door, they smashed. They squeeze them on, they push them in. Shoot, you better recognize. That's why I say, if our gospel be hid, is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not. And they don't believe because they've been Edomites. They'll allow you to do whatever you want to do, feel how you want to feel, follow your heart, which is deceitful and wicked as all. Say, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach Yahushua, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. So when you look at this, because he made us to be in his image by giving his law, statutes, commandments. That's why you look at, you had people that the Most High created, and he created a people, and they were called the Adamites. Like we Israelites, he created a people, and they were called the Adamites, to be in his image. That's what it says in Genesis, going all the way back to the beginning. Genesis 1:26. And the Most High said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth. So let them have dominion over everything on the earth. Gave us the laws right here. That's the laws. That we would have the ability to be able to, you know, follow the Most High. He said, you love me, keep my commandments, over and over again. That's why we know they had the commandments. You look at Abel. He sacrificed the fat of a lamb to the Most High. Cain wanted to bring some fruit. He wanted to bring something he didn't grew out the ground. There's no remission of sin without the shedding of blood. So there's a whole lot of blood going to be shed. You better believe that. Whole lot of blood, because people don't fear the Most High. You don't fear the Most High. You say, oh, well, I gotta fear him. You gonna fear him. First Thessalonians 5:1. But other times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua so cometh as a thief in the night. That means you ain't gonna know when he's coming. For when they shall say peace and safety, oh yeah, everything is okay, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travailing upon a woman with child. I mean, these destructions gonna happen like a woman with a child. If you notice, at least I've noticed, in growing up, there were hardly any disastrous things that was happening back to back to back to back to back, like it's happening right now. Like you see a shooting, you know, they going up in the theater shooting everybody. The next thing you know, they doing something else over here, something else happening over here. Bombings, wars, and everything is just happening closer and closer together. Like a woman in travail, like a woman having contractions with a baby. And they're far apart. And that's how it used to be. You wouldn't see no disasters or anything happening now and then. Everybody could feel it because everybody knew about this one disaster. Now it's just, you can turn on the news, something happening today that I don't know about. Something happened yesterday that we don't know about. You know what I mean? Every day it's like a woman in travail. And that's as the contraction gets closer and closer together, the pains get stronger until she brings forth the baby. And that's what we're dealing with here. That's what he's telling you. It says, 1 Thessalonians 5:3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travaileth upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You hear that? You ain't escaping. They shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness. Only the ones that see this light. That's following the laws of the Most High. That's the light is the laws of the Most High. Having faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, going to the Most High on our behalf. That day should overtake you as a thief. So, see, this shouldn't overtake some of us as a thief. Because you're supposed to be knowing what this Bible says, to know what to look for and see what's happening and relate to it instead of being in your own little bubble. A little bubble blowing up big, all you do is take a little pin, and you through. You through. Your own balloon. Just blowing yourself up. And notice when you get so big, somebody just come back, take a pin, and you through. Can't blow it up no more, can you? You can't blow no balloon up once it's just stuck that pin in it. It's just all the air gonna go out. Wasting your time. It's all a waste of time. But whatever it is you're doing that's blowing yourself up and you're just not really dealing with, as it says, following the light, which is the laws of the Most High, and having that faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, which is that light, showing us how to follow the laws. He did it. There's no excuse. It says, verse 4, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. But some of you are out there. Because you don't take the time to study enough to show yourself approved in the Most High, but you think you there. This ain't no gang. This ain't no social gathering. This is about the truth. This is about what the Most High get ready to do. Bring, like you say, come like a thief in the night. And if you in darkness, he gonna put your ass to death. But the worms never die and the fires never quench. Straight up. So I'm warning you. Pretty much, because I feel in my spirit that there's things getting ready to go down on a high level. You see, when he started with Israel, that's when he wakes you up. That's why he said, I mean, he's going to wake you up, whether you know it or not. He's going to wake your butt up. Everybody going to be woke up, for real. You know how, like right now, if the earthquake start happening, and things start shaking out here in Cali, people get scared. It's a feeling you get. You can't do nothing. You rolling things might start flying around, falling off the shelf, falling off the wall. It's a feeling you get of fear. You better fear the Most High, because He the one that's doing it. But who acknowledges that? Nobody. Once it stops shaking, everybody go back to normal. Or you see people that went through tornadoes, hurricanes, and all that. Once it's over, ain't nobody acknowledge the Most High did it. Nobody even think about Him no more. But you gonna think about Him. You gonna remember Him. You gonna remember Him. You gonna make sure, because all this is about Him being all in all, and He gonna get Him a name. That's why I give Him all praise and glory about Shama Mashiach Yahushua, now and forever. He's worthy to be praised. See, people want to play with Him, play around. You're gonna find out who it is that have created everything. And He is not playing. He's not playing, y'all. I'm warning you, He's not playing. That's why I have to let you know exactly what it's saying, what the word is saying, so you can come out of it. You know? Come out of this darkness, you know, because they tell you in Isaiah 60 and 2, look. This is the condition that we're in, why you're not supposed to be doing the things that is ordinary in this world. Isaiah 60th chapter, the 2nd verse. It says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. You hear that? Gross darkness, gross ignorance, gross not knowing the truth. The people gonna cover the people. But the Most High shall arise upon thee, and His glory shall be seen upon thee. See? But that's only the ones that's in the light, not everybody. Because some people want to still remain in darkness. They still want to follow the ignorance of this world. That's set up to send you straight to hell. Because I can read Edom. Edom is the only neighbor of the Israelites that's not given any promise of mercy from the Most High. So how you going to have mercy if you follow those that are not promised any mercy from the Most High? 1 Thessalonians 5:6. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. See? We gotta watch and be focused. Watch and don't be no drunkard. Getting drunk. You ain't supposed to be doing that. You gotta have your right mind. You drink in moderation. That's what I said. You got so you can be focused. Sober means focus. So anytime you'll be able to deal with whatever situation and come out of it by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua through the power of the Most High. Mashiach Yahushua said, don't worry about what to say. I'll give you what to say. But can he give you what to say if you're not in tune with him? He also he just gonna come and give you what to say, and you don't even have no relationship with him. I don't think so. You don't know what to do. Somebody asks you a question, you don't know what to do. You just dumbfounded. Why? Because you ain't studied to show yourself approved to the Most High. You ain't sacrificed enough for him to be able to say this is more than just, you know, just whatever you can do carnally. It's about spiritually. He gave us the law of the spirit. And that's what I'm trying to bring to you. So you will see that spiritually you got to be endowed with this to be able to make it. You might not be first over that line or that finish line, but just keep going. Keep going. Endure to the end. Then you're going to be saved from your enemies and from the hand of all that hate you. As written. Look, verse 7. For they that sleep, they that are ignorant, that are in this gross darkness, sleep in the night. And this is the night that we in now. Darkness. That's what I said. Remember it said, people going to be in what? Gross darkness. And they that be drunken are drunken in the night. They that be drunken, they drunken in the night. I mean, come on. You can't say you in the light and you drunk. Nah. That's why you ain't supposed to be drinking and dealing with this word. That's why we gotta really, and you're looking at drunk, and it cannot be wine. It could be influence. Your influence that you have in this world can have you like a drunkard, where you staggering. You don't know which way to go. You wavering. You hear this day you like this day you like that. You know, you got people like that. They waver. They never the same. Or you don't know what to expect. Or they drink and they are drunk. They are drunkards, alcoholics, as they call them today. Verse 7, for they that sleep, sleep in the night. And they that be drunken are drunken in the night. Because it's the night right now. Because it's in gross darkness. People are in gross darkness. I mean, it's hip talk. When it's dark, you turn off the light, it's dark. See, let me show you. Let me give me an example. Woo. See how dark it got? So just so you don't be ignorant, don't understand, and will understand, that's darkness. Now you got the light. Okay? Simple as that. In the dark you can walk around, I'll probably run into something. And you too. That's what he's saying. For they that sleep, sleep in the night. And they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us, who are of the day, be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love. Faith in the Mashiach and love, which is the keeping of the commandments, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation. Where does a helmet go? On your head and your mind, having the faith of salvation, which is your hope in making it. But you got to do what you got to do to make it. You don't think the Most High just going to give it to you. For the Most High have not appointed us to wrath. Who's these? The ones that's in the light. So if you look at it for what it's saying, those that are in darkness, he's pointing them to wrath. Because he said, for the Most High have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our power of Mashiach Yahushua, who died for us. That we can come back to the Most High. Because the Most High turned his back on us. He died for us so we can turn back to the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to see this marvelous light and walk in this marvelous light. And don't be in darkness, which means ignorance. He died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him. That's comforting words. Then it comes back and says, wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also ye do. See? That's what we got to do. Going back to Matthew 25th chapter. That's the sheep. The ones that's in the light. Okay? I mean, in the spirit, it's all leading to what we're going over here. And not dealing with other idols, other gods, because all the nation gods are idols. And the Most High has shone His light upon those that is in the day and not in the night. Those are in the light, not in darkness. Those that are in the truth, that understand the laws of the Most High, that's applying the laws of the Most High, and those that's in darkness, those that are ignorant, those that don't care, that the wrath of the Most High gonna come upon them. Going to Matthew 25 and verse 34. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, who are the sheep, come ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. So that's the sheep, the lost sheep that's on the right hand of Mashiach when he come back and separate all the nations. What are you going to say to those on his left hand? Matthew 25:41. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, which are the goats, which are the kids. You know, a goat is what? A kid is what? A baby goat. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. Hear that? It's prepared for the devil and his angels. Now, when you go to Daniel's 8:21, well, so you got to come out of the mindset, first and foremost. Daniel's 8:21. And the rough goat is the king of Grecia, the king of the Greeks. And the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king of the Greek Empire. Who is who? Alexander the Great, which you read in First Maccabees, and the Apocrypha talks about that because he came on the earth. Understand this. A little our story along with his story. Alexander the Greek was the first emperor of the Greek Empire. That's what this is talking about, prophesied about him. And we can read about him in First Maccabees, first chapter. So now here we are under the same people. The superpower of the earth are the Edomites. Edomites. Now, First Maccabees, the first chapter. This is before Mashiach came on the earth. Because by the time he came on the earth, the Romans were in power. And it's still dealing with the Romans before. This comes before Matthew. The book of Maccabees. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, this is the first book of the Maccabees, 1:1. The Macedonian who came out of the land of Chittim had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece. See, that's him. Just like it says in Daniel's 8:21. And the rough goat is the king of Grecia. And the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king. So it tells you here that Alexander reigned over Greece, the first over Greece. Okay? So now, verse 9. And after his death, after Alexander's death, he ruled from 20 years old to 32 years old. They all put crowns upon themselves, his 4 generals that he chose before he died. And so did their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth. Evils were multiplied in the earth. See that? That's when evils were multiplied in the earth, when the Greeks came into power. Alexander the Greek. And this people came into power, as it is today. That's why you better recognize this is serious. Daniel's 8:25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, magnify himself in his mind, all the way to the point of saying that he's the Most High. And he's a Mashiach Yahushua. He's the power. Most High. And the Mashiach Yahushua can't deny it, because you look at the TV, TBN, look at all the movies. He had a so-called white man representing everybody in the Bible. Look at the Bible. We have Bibles where his picture is on every page. All the pictures that you have pictures, as far as the picture pages that have the pictures on it, it's all them. So how you gonna say it's not true? And he shall magnify himself in his heart, in his mind. That's how he magnified himself. And by peace shall destroy many. Look, they go out and say, they bring a democracy, demonocracy, which means the rule of the devil. But you don't know nothing about that. But you know it now. It said, he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. Come on. We come for peace. Let's he is as hell. It be hell where we go with this peace. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes. He will stand up against Mashiach Yahushua, but he shall be broken without hand. Mashiach Yahushua is going to have no instrument of war out of his mouth won't come. Fire, brimstone, and burn them up. All of them that come against him. That's right. That's just the way it is. That's why we have to come out of our wickedness as a nation and come back to the love that we're supposed to have for each other and stop being so wicked against each other. Why? It's a part of the curses, but it's like this generation, man, they almost like they just don't care. Just don't really care. You don't know how important it is for us to really, really, really love each other. Because the Most High said, Jacob have I loved. Look at this, Ezekiel 18. Read verse 20 says, the soul that sinneth, it shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. So that you know you're going to bear your own sin. But if the wicked will turn from all his sins that he hath committed, and keep all my statutes, come back to the commandments, and do that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live. He shall not die. He will be cast into the lake of fire. All his transgressions that he hath committed, they shall not be mentioned unto him. In his righteousness that he hath done, he shall live. Have I also pleasure at all that the wicked should die? Have I any pleasure at all that the wicked should die? So do we have any pleasure that the wicked ones of our nation should die? Said the Most High power. And not that he should return from his ways and live? That's what he's saying. He wants us to repent. Come out of the wicked ways and learn to be righteous. But when the righteous turn away from his righteousness and committeth iniquity, and all you that claim to be righteous, and you start to commit iniquity and doeth according to all abominations that the wicked man doeth, shall he live? I mean, come on. You've been influenced by the wicked man. The earth, Job 9:24 said, the earth giveth to the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And doeth according to all the abominations that the wicked man doeth, shall he live? All his righteousness all his righteousness that he hath done shall not be mentioned. You hear that? That's why this is very important. Oh, you think you're going to slide, you have an excuse, this, that, and third, whatever you think you're going to come about the man. No, you ain't got to deal with man, you got to deal with the Most High. Straight up. Because you remember those angels that look for negative, that look for wickedness, they are always in the Most High's ear, telling us. All this righteousness that he hath done, you righteous, you turn to abominable things. All this righteousness that he hath done shall not be mentioned. In his trespass that he hath trespassed, and in his sin that he hath sinned, in them shall he die. That's serious. You got to look at this. The Most High took enough time to call us out of darkness into his marvelous light. And here you are. You think you're just going to escape by being sometime with this truth? No. It's not going to work, people. I'm telling you. You can't do that. John 15:16 says, ye have not chosen me. John 15:16 says, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, he may give it you. These things have I commanded you, that ye love one another. And those fruit, you gotta, the main fruit you gotta bring forth is that fruit of the Spirit, which starts with yourself, and not no one else but yourself. It starts with ourselves, within ourselves. That's why you look at Galatians 5:22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love. That's the first thing you say. That love is the keeping of the commandments. Joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith. You know, we're the people that have this. Meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law, because you're going to be doing the righteous things of the Most High. First thing he says, love, which is the keeping of the commandments. That's the love he's talking about. We went to that earlier. And it's just a few chapters, you know, from there, bringing it. And they that are Mashiachim have crucified the flesh, all the different things that's abominable, that you desire, that's carnal in the flesh, with the affections and lusts. You just sitting, you're just going through all these different things, and your lust that's in you, your pride. You got pride for it. And you ain't got a damn thing. What you prideful for? You got a reason to be prideful. You want to be meek and try and make sure that you humble. You have a broken, contrite spirit to make it. And understand this love that we have to have for each other. And not be separated from your brother. Help your brother. Help your sister. And you got to learn how to